Scott Show on Miss 98, and it's 8:35. A little bit of sun out there. We are expecting mostly clouds today. We'll have the forecast coming up in a little bit. Yeah, I've always said that if you can find a way to make life easier for people, that there's value in that. I mean, there definitely is. In fact, most of the inventions and technology we have kind of feed on that. And Carmigo certainly found a need in the market and made life easier. Andrew Warmoth is here. Carmigo you guys were in here somewhere around the end of your first year, I think.
Yeah, it was about a year ago, Scott.
And at that point, the number of cars, do we say cars sold? It was 1,000 at that time. So now, about 2 years into this business, what's the number?
4,000.
4,000. So you did what companies want to do in year two, grow.
We grew when we started. You know, it was a fun, lots of learning in that first 1,000 cars, but then certainly excited to be back a year later and sit here and say we sold 4,000.
I was worried about Andrew, I got to be honest, because Andrew had been in the automotive business, successful automotive business for a number of years, and then he jumped into this. And I thought, gee, boy. But then he came in here and explained it, which I want you to do that now. And once you understand this concept, again, it's like, what is the old office supply place that had the easy button? That's what this is. Super easy for the consumer.
That's it. That's how we really started. You know, we saw how tough it was for individuals to sell their car. Right. There's two ways. There's a competitive way, which is like selling it on your own on Facebook Marketplace or something tough.
Which is a nightmare. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go meet this axe murderer at midnight at the Circle K that I met on Marketplace. It's dangerous, and you get involved. You don't want that. I mean, again, we want to make it easier.
Right.
We did.
And there's an easier way that you can do it now, which is drive it directly to a dealership. Right. But then you've got one retailer giving you one bid.
Right.
So we knew how to sell a car, but we wanted to pass that knowledge on to our sellers. And so we did that. We created a marketplace where we invite sellers to create their profiles of their vehicle. They upload it, and then we have dealerships all over the country that are actively competing against each other and making multiple offers.
That's essentially capitalism right there. We got multiple people bidding on your vehicle, so obviously the price you're going to get a better price that way. Now, the market has changed a lot, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I think that's what makes this growth even more staggering. 1,000 cars in year one, by year two, 4,000. The market has changed a lot since you were in here the last time.
It has, and we've learned a lot along the way. Right? We originally started out sending out inspectors to everyone's homes, taking pictures of their cars, listing it. And since then, you know, because we can't be everywhere at all times, we found a way to do it virtually for people. So we give sellers tools to basically take pictures on their own. And we have some artificial intelligence that's walking them through that. And then as they're taking pictures, that artificial intelligence is inspecting any sort of cosmetic damage and building that profile for them.
And that goes out. So, again, very easy and very quick process, too.
It is. It only takes about 10 minutes to build your listing, and then we have multiple offers within a day.
So to get multiple offers, again, the old way, it would require you to either do the marketplace type thing or go to multiple dealerships, and that takes a lot of time. Here, you're going to get not only local dealerships involved. Again, this is a nationwide where you're going to have people from all over the country where maybe your vehicle has a better niche value here as opposed to there.
It is. And it's great to have all the local dealerships around here involved. But ultimately, the more dealers we have, the more offers we can get, the more competitive prices.
And it's absolutely free to start this process, to list. I mean, am I right?
It is.
Okay, I thought I read that, and I'm like, okay, so free to list.
Free to list, free to get offers. If you use the service, if you're able to sell the car for the price you want, we have a flat fee of $350, and that includes everything from transportation to paperwork. We'll pay off your loan. We'll do it all for you.
Imagine having to do that on your own. Get the loan paid off and all the money coming from here and there and trying to get all that timed out just right. Again, you don't worry about that with Carmigo because you guys do all that.
That's right. And people are certainly able to do that on their own, but we're here to make it as easy as possible.
And so how do they find Carmigo?
Yeah, go on our website, gocarmigo.com. We'll be there ready to serve.
And I'll tell you, just a quick Google, and this Carmigo pops right up. We're going to continue talking to Andrew with Carmigo. Coming up, that big milestone, 4,000 vehicles in just 2 years. Amazing. It's Jason Aldean right now. Scott Show on Miss 98. Hey, we're here, 8:43, talking to Andrew with Carmigo, and they've hit a milestone. I was thinking about this, Andrew. 4,000 cars. You figure a car 15 feet long on average, it comes to about 12 miles of cars.
I hadn't thought about it.
It'd be a long walk.
Yeah.
Thank you for those. So that's a pretty big accomplishment. You guys started early in 2021, right? So when you went into business. And as we talked earlier, at that time in the market, new cars were very scarce. We've had shutdowns. We've got supply chain issues. So the value of used cars was very high at that point. That's changed now. All right, there's a I don't want to, maybe the plethora of used cars, not the word to use, but there's plenty of inventory of used cars now.
There is, and it's, I don't think it's quite gotten back to normal conditions, but it's on the way, certainly.
Yeah. So with that change, and it's been happening really in the last 6 months, what impact does that have on you guys?
Oh, big impact, right? I mean, whenever used car prices were going up, which is wild to think about, a used car, a depreciating asset, appreciating. So we stood to benefit there, right? And so we rode that wave as long as it took us. But now that it's on the way back down, now that we're experiencing normal pricing conditions for the first time in our lifetime, as far as Carmigo is concerned, we're having to kind of react to what's happening.
Yeah. Again, if you want to sell a vehicle, there's no easier way to do it. It's just that simple. Because again, the beginning of this, and look, any successful idea, I'll tell you, and I've never come up with one. I don't know why I don't take my own words, but it's to look for an easier way for somebody to do anything, whatever that is. It's not that we're lazy. We have a lot of other things going on. So selling a vehicle, whether you have an extra vehicle, whatever it is, there's a lot of hassle involved in that. And so Carmigo, Andrew working at dealerships, saw that. And, hey, there's a need here. And you guys filled it. You are in some ways a broker, I guess, in the middle, but do all the work surrounding it. So you can evaluate your vehicle. You guys have a tool for that.
We do. We're leveraging some artificial intelligence to walk people through building that profile. And then as they're taking guided photos of that vehicle, that artificial intelligence is recognizing any sort of deficiency that's going on cosmetically. So a tiny little scratch, a big dent, it's going to pick it up and highlight it for you.
And so again, it's made it even easier from when you began. Before, you would have to meet an appraiser, and now you don't even do that. So that's another time part that's gone. It's absolutely free to list it, to get bids. There's only a fee if you sell it.
Mm-hmm. That's right, $350 flat fee, and we handle everything.
Super easy, and it's all online. And you guys are centered right out of here in North Mississippi.
We are, and that's really cool, Scott. I mean, we're an online tech company, so you look at our website and this is a national brand.
They're out there, and
we're downtown
down in Los Angeles or something is what you think. And if you look at their website and their process, I don't know why we are so down on ourselves, but we think, they got to be out in some major population center. But no.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I mean, look, there's a lot of cool things going on in Mississippi, and we're certainly excited to be included in that. But to be able to offer 20 jobs around here with a crazy idea, right? It's been a fun journey.
And it varies too, the jobs. I mean, there's obviously a lot of computer intuition that goes into putting a platform like this together.
Right, but there's also a lot of operation jobs that we're being able to create, right? I mean, selling a car is certainly a daunting experience, and so we've got a few operations employees that are there just to put people's minds at ease, right?
Okay, so 1 year, about 1,000 cars, 2 years, about 4,000. You got a goal in mind?
Oh, it's going to be tough to keep that trajectory.
What is us? I mean, and when we talk about vehicles going through there, it runs the gamut of whatever. I wonder, what is the most surprising vehicle that has gone through your system?
Oh, that's a good question. We've sold 180,000 Ferrari. We've sold a couple Rivians. So we sold some fun things.
So again, it's not. We're not talking about. It can be a $5,000 or $6,000 sedan or whatever the equivalent of the low end is.
$400 Volvo before.
Okay, so it's from that all the way to almost a $200,000 vehicle.
That's right.
Yeah,
we'll take them all.
And again, just quickly for those people just tuning in, just a quick run through this process. Carmigo, the easiest way for you to sell your vehicle. So somebody just tuned in, give them the 20, 30-second version.
Yeah, so we've got an online vehicle marketplace connecting private party sellers to dealers in the easiest way possible.
And you don't, listen, it's free to dabble into this. And if your vehicle sells, then there's a fee. And then there's a fee for the dealer that's buying it. That's how Andrew and them stay in business. The price is negotiated, is bid on by a number of dealerships that could be from all over the country. And so, again, it's so much easier than you going out trying to sell your vehicle, going to multiple dealerships, or trying to do something online where you're going to have to deal with somebody else. All of the paperwork essentially is handled by you guys. Even if you have a balance, if you have financed your vehicle and owe some money on it, you guys step in and take care of all that.
That's right. Pretty much the only thing we're asking people to do is take a couple of pictures and then be ready to accept the check whenever
Yeah,
it's settled.
so you can get, if you decide right now you want to sell your vehicle and you got a few minutes to take pictures, how quick could they be starting to get bids?
Yeah, well, what time is it right now, Scott?
It is officially 8:49 on the radio. You asked the right person. That's what I do all morning.
Yeah, that's right.
11 till 9.
By 9 a.m., we can start collecting bids for people.
There you go. I don't think you can get any easier than that. And, again, that's if you're out there thinking of a business model, make it easy on us. Yeah. That's what we want. Carmigo, again, I'll tell you, all I have to do is Google, and it pops right up. But what's the website?
Yeah, go carmigo.com, and we'll get you going.
Always good to see you. So the next time you come in, I got to venture a guess on what number we're going to be at.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot. We're always glad to see you guys. Carmigo, it's easy.
This is The Scott Show on Miss 98.